Welcome back to Car Craze, where history, luxury, and horsepower collide. Today, we're talking about a name that carries serious legacy, class, and speed. Yes, Jaguar has done it. The 2026 Jaguar XJS V12 is here, and it's rewriting the book on modern grand touring. For those who know the XJS name, you already feel the weight behind those three letters. First introduced in the mid-70s as the spiritual successor to the legendary E-Type, the original XJS was a sleek, controversial, and undeniably British take on the GT car. It boasted comfort, performance, and a long hood that concealed the heart of a beast to a V12 engine that made it iconic. Fast forward to 2026, and Jaguar has reached back into its history book, pulled out the XJS badge, and brought it into the modern age. But this isn't just a nostalgic throwback. It's a statement piece here, an all-new luxury GT car with unmistakable Jaguar flair and modern technology, a broken bar, and yes, it's still got a V12. Let's start with the most jaw-dropping part, the engine. Jaguar has resurrected the V12 in a world that's moving toward electrification, and while that may seem bolder or even controversial, it's deliberate. The new 6.6-litre twin-turbocharged V12 is a completely re-engineered unit, not just an old block with new pipes. It produces a staggering 715 horsepower and 738 pound-feet of torque. This makes it the most powerful production Jaguar ever, paired with an 8-speed automatic transmission and an intelligent all-wheel drive system. The XJS V12 rockets from 0 to 60 in just 3.3 seconds. That's supercar territory, but the way it delivers that power is something entirely different. Smooth, elegant, almost effortless. It's not just fast, it's composed, graceful, and confident. It's a grand tourer in the truest sense. And the sound? Oh, the sound. Jaguar spent years tuning the exhaust note, and it shows. The XJS V12 doesn't roar, it sings. A deep, refined, velvety growl under throttle, with a crescendo that builds into a full symphony as the revs climb. Inside the cabin, it's perfectly insulated, but crack the windows or switch to dynamic drive mode, and you get all that glorious feedback. Now let's talk about the design. The 2026 XJS V12 doesn't try to mimic the past, but it honors it. The proportions are classic GT, long hood, low roofline, short rear deck. But the lines are modern, sculpted, and aerodynamic. The front fascia is bold but elegant, with a signature Jaguar grille and sleek LED headlights that flow into the fenders. The rear is where the classic XJS DNA really comes through. The taillights are slim horizontal bars that wrap around subtly, echoing the original's unique rear light design. There's a gentle taper in the rear glass, giving the fastback silhouette a sense of motion even at a standstill. And then there are the quad exhausts, a broken bar, yes, 4 of them. Subtle, but menacing. Step inside, and Jaguar takes you into a cabin that feels more like a high-end lounge than a car. The interior is where modern British luxury meets driver-focused ergonomics. There's a mix of old-world charm, real wood veneers, polished aluminium accents, hand-stitched leather, and futuristic tech. Front and center is a 14-inch curved LED display that blends seamlessly into a digital gauge cluster. Everything is touch-sensitive but haptic, with a new tactile interface Jaguar calls Pulse Touch. You get feedback as you interact, which means less time looking down, more time enjoying the drive. The infotainment runs on Jaguar's latest Pivi Pro OS, featuring integrated voice control, wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, and over-the-air updates. The AI assistant learns your habits, preferred seat settings, temperature, driving style, and adapts automatically every time you start the engine. But it's not just about tech. The seats are deeply bolstered but supremely comfortable, wrapped in semi-aniline leather with available Alcantara inserts. They're heated, cooled, massaging, and fully adjustable with memory settings. Even the steering wheel is heated and trimmed in a choice of leather or wood. The driving modes deserve a section of their own. The XJS V12 comes with 5: Comfort, Eco, Dynamic, rain/ice/snow, and a customizable heritage mode that recreates the feel of the original XJS. Suspension softens, throttle response relaxes, and the engine note drops into a deep, nostalgic rumble. It's a clever nod to the past that adds a whole new dimension to the experience. Speaking of suspension, Jaguar went with an adaptive air suspension system that adjusts in real time to road conditions. It keeps the ride buttery smooth during highway cruises and tightens up instantly when you hit the corners. Paired with rear wheel steering and an active torque vectoring system, the XJS V12 handles like a much smaller car, agile, responsive, and surprisingly nimble for a GT of this size. Safety and driver assistance tech is top tier as well. Standard features include adaptive cruise, lane keeping assist, blind spot monitoring, forward collision warning with auto braking, and a 360-degree camera system. But what's really cool is Jaguar's Shadow Drive feature. It uses predictive AI to monitor traffic patterns and road conditions and adjust your drive mode in advance. For example, if you're entering a rainy area, it shifts into wet traction mode before you even feel the first drop. Storage and practicality. Jaguar didn't forget that the XJS is still a touring car. There's a decently sized trunk enough for 2 suitcases and a couple of overnight bags. The rear seats are technically usable, but let's be honest, this is more of a 2+2 than a full 4-seater. Still, for a weekend getaway or a luxury road trip, it's ideal. Fuel economy, while not the headline feature here, is respectable for a V12. Jaguar uses cylinder deactivation and a mild hybrid assist system to boost efficiency during city driving. You're looking at around 18 mpg city, 26 highway iron. Not bad for a 700+ horsepower Grand Tourer. Pricing starts at $172,000 for the base XJS V12 Coupe, with the convertible variant coming in around $185,000. Fully loaded with bespoke interior packages, exclusive color options, and carbon ceramic brakes, you're looking at closer to $210,000. But let's be real, this car isn't about numbers. It's about presence. It's about driving something that makes you feel something. The XJS V12 isn't just a car. It's a character. A rolling embodiment of luxury and performance that doesn't try to follow trends. It makes its own lane. It's not a Tesla rival. It's not trying to be a hypercar. It's an old school Grand Tourer for the modern era. A car that you don't just drive, you experience. So where does it stand in the Jaguar lineup? Right at the top. This is Jaguar's Halo car, a statement that says the brand still knows how to make magic. In a world of electrification, digital dashboards, and autonomous everything, Jaguar dares to offer emotion, sound, soul. And let's be honest, we needed this. So, the big question: is the 2026 Jaguar XJS V12 worth it? If you want cutting-edge luxury, timeless design, and the kind of power that makes your heart race, a yes. If you want a car that honors history while rewriting the future, you're a yes. And if you've ever wanted to hear a V12 one more time before the world goes silent, you absolutely yes. Thanks for watching Car Craze. Let us know what you think of the new XJS in the comments. So would you go coupe or convertible? Are you into the whole V12 comeback? Or would you have preferred an F? Either way, Jaguar gave us something to talk about and a whole lot to admire. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more deep dives into the world's most iconic and exciting rides. See you in the next one.